Hey guys, West Coast Taco here, and welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We're going to go over the flavors of the Overland torque tunes. For those of you who are about to get the tune, or maybe you've already got the tune and you're just trying to understand how the flavors kind of vary between one another, this video is for you. But first things first, guys, we're going to go to the gas pump and we're going to fill up my gas tank with some premium fuel. Guys, pretty much since I've had the truck, premium octane fuel is the only type of unleaded gasoline that I use in my vehicle. Now, some people use regular, some people use, mid-grade, or some people like myself use premium. I would be curious to know what type of grade or what type of octane of fuel you run, and let me know if you've noticed a difference in your vehicle's overall performance based off of the fuel you run. Now, guys, recently I had the flavors of my Overland torque tune increased to the medium spicy, and not because I wasn't happy with the light mild, but because I wanted to give you guys a comparison of the flavors of the tune and how they vary and kind of the differences in, what I felt was really good versus not so good and what might just be the best setup for you and myself. Now, the one thing I will make note of right off the bat that is negative to me about the going up with a more, sensitive throttle is that I did lose about 30 miles on a full tank. So I was getting about 360 miles on a full tank, and now I'm at 330 roughly. Now, guys, one thing I want you to understand is that a faster truck is not always a better truck. It's taken me about almost 3 weeks to really get used to the new throttle sensitivity of the medium spicy tune. So before you guys go rushing over to your tuners and asking them to get, the next flavor up, if you guys are really enjoying and liking the style and the way your truck is driving with your current tune, then don't change anything. Now, if you're not happy with it, reach out to your tuner and let them know what you're looking for or not looking for and see what they can do to adjust that. But I want you guys to understand that just because you can go up in flavors doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like it. For example, if you find yourself on a daily basis in traffic and you commute for work, then you're not going to want a very spicy flavor of the Overland torque tune, because in stop and go traffic it would become very annoying because your truck almost jumps a little bit or lurks a little bit if you give it just a little too much gas. And the throttle, let me tell you guys, it is so much more sensitive on the medium spicy than it was on the light mild. So at the beginning, for me personally, I almost didn't even like it that much, but now I've come to really get used to it. I really enjoy it, and that's going to be the flavor I stick with, period. I'm not going to go up anymore. The more sensitivity, if there was more sensitivity, I'd probably be asking myself for a lot of problems to be happening, just because it doesn't make a lot of sense for my style of driving. Now, if you guys have an Overland rig and you have a bunch of extra weight on the back or on top of your vehicle, then a spicy / super spicy tune might make sense for you just because of the way your vehicle is being used for its purposes. But for someone that's driving and commuting to work, getting a spicy / super spicy tune would probably be not that enjoyable and would probably become more annoying and a nuisance than anything. So you guys need to get the flavor of tune that's going to meet the way you drive and your style of driving. I have a very light foot. I don't have a heavy foot, but if you did drive with a heavy foot and had this tune on your truck, you'd probably be burning rubber and your tires would be chirping, on a regular basis just because of how aggressive the throttle response is now. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, hey, I'll just get a throttle controller or a pedal commander because then I can control my own throttle sensitivity, guys, the Overland torque tune is so much more than a throttle controller. Comparing a throttle controller like the pedal commander to the Overland torque tune is like comparing applesauce to salsa, guys. It's not even comparable at all. And when I eat tacos, I want salsa with my tacos, not applesauce. So we're gonna kind of leave that there, guys. I do not get paid a penny by the Overland Taylor team. The only reason I talk about this tune as much as I do is because of the extreme differences it's made in my enjoyability and drivability of my Tacoma and the way I've seen it transform so many others to people's Tacomas as well. So by seeing the outcome of this tune is the only reason I push it as hard as I do, and that's it. So next, guys, we're going to talk about the flavors of the tune. So when you get your vehicle tuned, there's going to be 2 flavors installed on it. For me, guys, I have the medium and the spicy flavor now. My truck drives in medium all the time. When I press the ECT button in, it puts it into spicy. And that's how it works for all the flavors. So if you get a mild medium tune, it's going to drive in mild. You press the ECT button, it puts it in the medium flavor. That's how it works. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, for those of you who have not got the tune before and you're wondering, is it going to be like I get a tune and then I leave and that's it? No, guys, you guys are going to take your truck for for a test drive. You're going to come back to the tuner, and then the tuner is going to make sure you're satisfied and happy with the tune you got in the flavor settings before you leave. And once you leave, guys, I feel like 99% of people that get their vehicles tuned are very happy with what they get, and that's usually the flavor they stick with. And if you were to ask me what's the number one flavor I'd recommend, guys, it's going to be the flavor your tuner recommends, because they're going to see your setup and they're going to get you dialed in correctly. But if I had to give you a blind answer right out of the box, it's probably going to be the light mild or the mild medium, just because it's such a good, solid platform for the general Tacoma owner. All right, guys. Well, until the next one, guys, I'll be talking to you soon. If you have any questions at all, throw it in the comments section. See ya.